(2019) NCAA Tournament Ranking, every starter for the Final Four teams from 120. We've got a lot of different types of players, and a number of guys who have been terrific in the past 2-3 weeks. So here you have it, it's the Final Four. Anything is possible. 20. Fa 4. Spencer is a starter in name only. He played just 19. G 4. Clark is responsible for one of the most composed, headiest plays in NCAA tourney history. Let's just watch it, what a moment. The diminutive Clark, 18. Auburn AG/Bruce Pearl likes to joke that Dunbar seeks the spotlight more than any other player on the Auburn roster. He's got a pench, 17. AF 5. Henry is a freshman who's getting better by the week. Henry's best game, 16. C 5. Odios doesn't log a lot of minutes, but he's an offensive rebounding hound, one of the 3 best in the Final Four, I reckon. So keep an eye on 15. Auburn F 6. McLemore needs to be great in order for Auburn to have a chance on Saturday, I think. He's good around the 14. Michigan State F. Goins will forever be known as the man who hit the big shot to get MSU past Duke. Goins, F 13. Texas Tech. G. Moretti is an Italian 3-point sniper for Texas Technical. He's been an important 12. Texas Tech F. It was Owens who made one of the plays of the tournament when he swatted Gonzaga's Rui Hachimura. Reminder: Rui is a forward to help clinch TTU's win in the Elite Eight. This was like the best. Now, Owens should have been called out of bounds on the play, but that's another matter. Regardless. 11. Michigan State F. Tillman is one of the most improved players in the past 3 months in college basketball. Tillman's always 10. Virginia F. Sep. Tony Bennett started most of the season but switched to Diakite in the past 3 NCAA tournament games. Well, stick with that at 9. Michigan State G. No player in the country has developed to a larger degree as a defender than McQuaid, who once upon a time was a lanky set shooter who was lethal from behind the arc. Now he's bulked up. 8. Texas Tech G. The transfer has been just about everything Red Raider fans could have hoped for. Mooney's got good 7. Auburn G. 6. I love Bryce Brown's game. He had 7-3-6. Auburn G. 15. Harper is an incredibly fun player to watch, though sometimes can take shots that have you grabbing your hair. Still, I think 5. Kyle Guy. As I wrote earlier this week. Best? 4. DeAndre Hunter. Hunter is the Wahoo's best two-way player and best NBA prospect. Hunter's had an up at 3. Ty Jerome. It's a great sign for Virginia's national title hopes that it has 3 of the 5 best players left in the field. Jerome is clearly 2. Jared Culver. Per Ken Palm's Player of the Year metric, Culver has turned into the most efficient and consistent player in college basketball, pushing past the likes of Ethan Happ, Carson Edwards, Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, and Brandon Clark. Culver was a good 1. Cassius Winston. No team's chance of winning the Final Four rests more on one player than Michigan State with Winston. That's part of why he related slideshow best of NCAA tournament provided by Aman.
Raindrop, truck top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.